Welcome to Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda. During the last week, another world record was broken and officially certified by the Guinness Book of Records. And that is the record for the biggest sandcastle ever built. It took place at a sand festival in the Netherlands. And this is not your average sandcastle that maybe you or I built at the beach with a bucket and a spade whenever we were kids. This sandcastle was over 21 meters high. They used cranes to build it. They had wood supports to hold the sand in place and provide a skeleton structure that they would build the sandcastle over. They mixed clay, 10% of clay, in with the sand to make it able to withstand larger weights and pressures. And also they then sprayed glue all over the thing at the end to keep it in place. Now, apparently this whole thing about sand festivals is a big attraction. There's quite a number of different places in the world hold them with amazing complex structures being built. The one in the Netherlands, the record-breaking one, as I said, over 21 meters high. And you know what they put right on the top of this incredibly beautiful and complex structure? They put a big coronavirus spike with all the spikes on it, made out of sand, because they said they wanted to let everybody know how prominent coronavirus has been, as if we needed a sandcastle to remind us about that. But here's the thing about sandcastles, no matter how big and how complex they make them and everything else, they are temporary structures. And now when these sand festivals, they don't build them right down at the shoreline where they're washed away with the tide. But, very often sand festivals don't run as long as they're scheduled to because heavy rain comes. And rain, of course, washes away the sand castles. When all is said and done, you can use cranes, you can use scaffolding, you can mix in clay, you can spray glue on it, you can get certified by the Guinness Book of Records, but it's still a sandcastle and it's still going to wash away. Jesus, of course, told a parable about building on the rock and building on the sand. He said that the foolish man built upon the sand, and when the wind and the waves and the rains came, then it was washed away. But the wise man built upon the rock, and that the structure he built was able to stay firm and secure. If we build on the sand, if we build on any other rock other than Jesus Christ, we can build beautiful structures, just like that 21-meter sandcastle in the Netherlands. We can build a successful career. We can build fame and success. We can build a nice house with all kinds of trappings and decorations. We can have all the greatest of cars and the great holidays and the champagne lifestyle. But in the end, we're just building sandcastles. It's temporary. It's going to be washed away. We need to build things in our lifetimes that are going to last for eternity. And that means we've got to build on the rock, which is Jesus Christ. We've got to fulfill his purpose in our lives. Whether you, in all the stuff to do with life, whether you are judged as being a failure or judged as being successful, in a few generations' time, nobody will remember. But if you can take the time that God has given you this day and use it for his glory, and use it to build that relationship with him, to know him better, to spend time in prayer, in his word, to share Jesus with others, then you can build something which is of lasting significance. That whenever all of this worldly success that we see round about us is washed away like that 21-meter sandcastle in the Netherlands, you can build something that will remain for all of eternity because you are rooted and grounded in Jesus Christ. On Christ, the solid rock, I stand. All other ground is sinking sand. Thank you for joining us for this Take 5, and join us again next time for another Take 5, your 5-minute inspirational message from Solid Rock Drogheda.